Hello, my beautiful decor enthusiasts, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we are unlocking the vault to a style that whispers wealth rather than shouts it, vintage luxe. We're moving beyond the big-ticket items and diving deep into the transformative power of small, intentional details. These are the secrets that make guests wonder, what is the je ne sais quoi of this exquisite home? True luxury isn't about the price tag, it's about the thoughtful curation and the stories embedded in your space. If you're ready to learn how to layer history, texture, and soul into your decor, you are in the right place. Make sure you're subscribed and have hit that notification bell, because we're sharing 22 secrets you won't want to miss. Let's begin with hardware. Immediately replace any generic, shiny chrome or nickel cabinet pulls and doorknobs with pieces in aged brass or unlacquered brass. This isn't just a metal swap, it's an infusion of history. The warm, mellow glow of aged brass, with its subtle variations and slight patina, catches the light in a soft, forgiving way that new finishes simply cannot replicate. Imagine the gentle weight of an aged brass doorknob in your hand. It feels substantial, it feels storied. This single change on cabinets, drawers, and doors adds a layer of instant, understated elegance that signals a home cared for over time. Now, look at your light switches. Are they plain, white, and plastic? This is a missed opportunity. Upgrade them to decorative switch plates made of metal, crystal, or even framed in a rich, dark wood. This tiny detail, touched multiple times a day, becomes a moment of tactile luxury. A beautifully detailed, heavy brass switch plate feels cool and substantial to the touch, transforming a mundane action into a sensory experience. It shows an attentiveness to every single element in the room, proving that true luxury lies in perfecting the details most people never even notice. Forget short, skimpy curtains. The vintage luxe secret is to hang drapery rods high and wide. Place the rod close to the ceiling, not the window frame, and extend it well beyond the window's sides. This creates the illusion of a grand, floor-to-ceiling window, even in a small room. Then, invest in drapery rings with clips or hooks, preferably in a finish like aged iron or brass. The gentle clinking sound as you draw the curtains is a small, auditory luxury that adds to the atmosphere. The fabric should pool slightly, or puddle, on the floor for a decadent, old-world feel. While we're on drapery, let's talk tiebacks. Ditch the basic plastic loops and embrace tasseled or roped tiebacks in rich silks, velvets, or heavy cords. This is where function meets art. A large, beautifully crafted tassel isn't just holding a curtain, it's a sculptural element, a jewel for your window. The texture and color it adds break up large swathes of fabric and introduce a handcrafted, artisanal quality. It's a detail straight out of a European manor, suggesting a life where even the most practical items are chosen for their beauty. You don't need a full library to incorporate this idea. A small, rolling library ladder leaning artistically against a wall in a living room, bedroom, or even a kitchen adds an incredible sense of grandeur and purpose. It implies a collection of important things worth reaching for. The ladder itself, especially if it's crafted from dark wood with brass hardware, is a stunning sculptural piece. It draws the eye upward, emphasizing the height of your room and adding a dynamic, slightly academic charm that whispers of old-world studies and intellectual curiosity. Expensive homes have curated collections, not clutter. Instead of many small knickknacks, invest in a few significant objets. This could be a pair of vintage crystal decanters on a bar cart, a collection of fossilized stones on a desk, or a single, ancient-looking urn on a pedestal. The key is presence and weight. Each piece should feel intentional and have a sense of history. Group them in odd numbers, vary their heights, and let them breathe. This practice transforms surfaces into miniature galleries, telling a story of travel and refined taste. Nothing kills a luxurious ambience faster than a single, harsh overhead light. Vintage luxe is all about layered, warm lighting. Use a combination of floor lamps with linen shades for a soft upward glow, table lamps with silk shades for intimate pools of light, and, most importantly, dimmer switches on everything. The goal is to create a flattering, candlelit effect at all times. This play of light and shadow adds depth, mystery, and warmth to a room, making it feel instantly more inviting and sophisticated. Luxury is a multisensory experience. Move beyond generic air fresheners and invest in a high-quality reed diffuser or a ceramic electric scent diffuser with complex, layered fragrances. Think of scents like tobacco flower, aged leather, sandalwood, or figure. These are not sweet or overpowering, they are subtle, evocative aromas that linger in the background, creating an atmosphere of calm and refinement. The vessel for the diffuser should be beautiful in its own right, a heavy glass bottle or a matte ceramic piece, because even the source of your scent should be decorative. even in our digital age, a beautiful writing set conveys immense luxury. Place a substantial leather-bound journal, a weighty brass or crystal pen, and a sealed wax stamp set on your desk or a console table. This isn't for show, it's an invitation to slow down, to be thoughtful. The rich textures of the leather and the cool weight of the metal feel important. It suggests a life where correspondence and reflection are valued, adding a layer of old-world grace and intellectualism to your space. When using metallic accents, think harmony, not a single star. Instead of one type of metal, layer complementary muted finishes. Pair aged brass with brushed nickel and hints of pewter. The goal is a collected over time look, not a matchy-matchy set from a store. For example, a brass picture frame can sit next to a pewter vase on a nickel tray. This subtle variation feels more authentic and sophisticated, as if each piece was acquired in a different era from a different corner of the world. A gallery wall can look chaotic or cheap if not done correctly. The vintage Luxe secret? Uniform framing. Choose one style of frame, perhaps a very simple, thin black or dark wood frame, for every piece of art, regardless of its subject or medium. This creates an instant sense of order and curation, allowing the art itself to be the variable. It makes the collection look like it belongs to a serious collector or a small museum, elevating even inexpensive prints into a cohesive and impressive display. A classic vintage decor secret is the inclusion of a phrenology or anatomy head. This object, often made of plaster or wood, brings an immediate academic, almost mysterious, energy to a bookshelf or mantle. It's a conversation piece that suggests curiosity about the world and an appreciation for the sciences and arts. Its sculptural form is beautiful, and its neutral color provides a sophisticated focal point that breaks up the horizontality of shelves, adding a touch of quirky, intellectual grandeur. Upgrade any plain glass, in cabinet doors, interior windows, or even shower doors, with frosted or etched patterns. This could be a simple geometric design, a delicate floral motif, or even a custom monogram. Etched glass diffuses light beautifully, creating soft, patterned shadows that dance across the room throughout the day. It adds texture and a bespoke feel, providing privacy without sacrificing light. It's a detail that feels custom-made and historic, as if it's always been a part of the home's architecture. Treat your bookshelves as a curated collection. One powerful technique is to organize books by the color of their spines, creating beautiful, monolithic blocks of color. But for vintage luxe, take it further. Remove the dust jackets from hardcovers to reveal the often more textured and neutral-colored bindings beneath. Then, stack some books horizontally and use them as pedestals for objets like a small sculpture or a vase. This creates varying heights and shows that your books are both read and revered as decorative objects. In the bedroom and bathroom, replace synthetic bedding and towels with pure, high-quality linen. Yes, it wrinkles, and that's the point. The relaxed, slightly rumpled texture of linen is the epitome of understated luxury. It's breathable, gets softer with every wash, and has a beautiful, organic drape. The subtle texture and earthy, natural hues of linen add a layer of tactile comfort that feels both rustic and incredibly refined, suggesting a life that values comfort and natural materials over stiff perfection. Every room needs a uselessly beautiful element. This could be a single, stunning accent chair placed in a corner, not for sitting, but for presence. Choose a chair with a great shape, perhaps a velvet bergera or a cane-backed armchair, and treat it as sculpture. Drape a cashmere throw over its arm, and perhaps place a single art book on its seat. This act transforms a functional item into a pure art object, signaling that your home has room for beauty's sake. While many fear dark colors, a rich, deep hue like charcoal, navy, or even a dark olive green can make a room feel instantly more intimate, cozy, and expensive. Dark walls recede, making spaces feel larger and acting as a perfect backdrop to make your art, furniture, and metallic accents truly pop. They absorb light, reducing shadows and creating a serene, enveloping atmosphere. It's a bold choice that pays off in immense sophistication and drama, reminiscent of historic libraries and grand salons. An authentic, or high-quality reproduction, antique Oriental or Persian rug is worth the investment. The vegetable-dyed wool, the subtle, faded colors, and the slight imperfections tell a story. It grounds the room with history and pattern. Layer it over a larger, neutral jute or sisal rug to define a seating area and add incredible texture. The soft, worn patina of an antique rug cannot be replicated by new, brightly colored versions, and it immediately adds a soulful, collected centerpiece to your space. attention to the finish on your hardwood floors. A high-gloss, mirror-like polish can sometimes feel cold and commercial. For vintage luxe, consider a matte or satin finish oil-based treatment. This creates a soft, low-luster sheen that feels warm and authentic. It hides scratches better and emphasizes the wood's natural grain rather than a plastic-like coating. This understated finish feels more European and old-world, suggesting a home that is maintained with care using traditional methods. The final, non-negotiable detail is fresh flora. But skip the mixed bouquets. Instead, make a statement with a single type of flower, or even a single, large branch like cherry blossom or eucalyptus. Place a massive bunch of all-white tulips in a simple glass vase, or a single, majestic orchid in a ceramic pot. This minimalist approach to flowers feels incredibly modern yet timeless. It's a clear sign of someone who invests in daily beauty and understands the power of a simple, elegant gesture. The final secret is the one you bring, your personal curation. A truly expensive-looking home isn't assembled from a checklist, it's collected with heart. It's the seashell from a memorable trip next to the inherited silver picture frame. It's the art you love, not just what matches the sofa. Your home should tell your story. Edit ruthlessly, keep only what you find beautiful or meaningful, and arrange it with intention. That authenticity is the ultimate luxury. And there you have it, 22 small, but profoundly powerful, details that weave together to create a home that radiates vintage luxe. Remember, this is not about instant transformation, but a joyful, gradual process of layering and curating. Start with one detail that speaks to you, perhaps switching out those light switch plates or investing in a beautiful linen throw. Each small change is a stitch in the rich tapestry of your home. I hope this has inspired you to look at your space with new, more discerning eyes. this journey is so much more beautiful when shared. I would love to hear which of these 22 secrets you are most excited to try, or what unique vintage luxe details you've already incorporated into your own home. Leave a comment below and let's inspire each other. If this video brought you value and inspiration, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, subscribe and ring that bell so you don't miss our next exploration into beautiful living. Until next time, keep curating a life of beauty and intention.